what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that haters. I make a lot of new money. When the not savings, you be liking my flavor. I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out, cuz. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long that I made her when I showed out my whip.
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll run with Drake. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Rosen. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, Raider 2. Mike 22, Mike 22. Express. Check 3, check 3, check 3. What's up?
And an alley to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Down.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards there and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now it's Rosen looking. And he hits Drake. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cleveland Farrell able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Express. Where's 52? Watch 694.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. That is into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh in and enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Rosen now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Parker unable to get that one.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. To throw his Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This is Coleman with the ground. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Again, it's Carr. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The kick by Carlson is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is taken at his 4. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Right back to Drake. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Rosen will throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. That's caught. It's Coleman. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
93. 93. Deuce right, Chief. Yep. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. 57's the mic. Watch 57. That's Gator 1.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to loft one deep, and this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment.
7:34.
From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. It's complete to Drake. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Rosen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 4th down. Here's Rosen. And the Raiders have got him. 3/4 in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Coleman now. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
23 yards the pickup there. Carr now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Here's a run with Ballage. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it 24-13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Carr, eluding the pressure, and with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing his car on third down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Carr now on first down. That's going to be caught. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Carr again. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You go take 80. You got take.
On third down, Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conlon. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Carr going to look to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, 734. Your mic.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Alert three.
And now he'll tuck it and run. So this one, a victory for the Raiders. So for the Raiders, the win will move them